All right, you guys. So if you couldn't tell, today's topic of conversation is going to be Twitch and Kick. So on Game Rant today, I saw an article which I was like, this is pretty interesting. Twitch executives comment on competition with Kick. If you guys like this content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We're going to dive into this article. Let's talk about it. A Twitch executive offers insight into the competition between Twitch and Kick, shedding light on the streaming industry's evolving dynamic. It's pretty interesting because Twitch has been around for a while. It's owned by Amazon, right? It's the big boy on the block. And of course, we got Kick. Kick is like the little brother that's trying to step up. Anyways, Kick offers newcomers in the live streaming industry. It's basically allowing streamers to come in, do what they want to do without fear of banning. Now, within reason. Within reason. I'm not saying everything is like, hey, good to go, let's do it. Despite facing criticism, Kick.com is steadily growing and attracting prominent streamers, indicating its efforts to establish presence in the streaming universe and diverse recognition. Recently, a senior executive from Twitch provided insight into intensifying competition with Kick.com. As the world's live streaming platform continues to evolve, Kick has emerged as a notable newcomer, capturing the interest of both streamers and fans. Basically, introducing around under a year ago by the popular streamer Trainwrecks, Kick is now regarded as a robust contender challenging Twitch's prevailing supremacy in the streaming universe. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that they allow you to gamble. It's like the Wild West over there on Kick. Like the way Twitch used to be 5 years ago, 6, 7 years ago, before Amazon came in and was like, you guys need to turn a profit. Because that's the biggest thing when it comes to Twitch is they got to turn a profit. Because they're owned by one of the world's biggest companies that, obviously wants to show their shareholders, hey, look, we have this one division and they're making X amount of money. What distinguishes Kick from previous contenders such as Mixer and Facebook Gaming, which struggled to leave a lasting impact, is its unique approach. I wouldn't say it's that. I say Mixer's biggest issue was the fact that you had to use an Outlook or a Hotmail. And then on top of that, like, you couldn't stream it on the PlayStation. It was just overall really pain in the butt because Microsoft was really pushing their stuff, trying to get you to sign up for it. And if you're not allowing people the freedom to sign up with their emails or be able to stream it on their PlayStation where all I can stream it on is an Xbox, that's going to be a hiccup. Like, that is why Mixer ultimately failed. And then for Facebook Gaming, I'd say the biggest problem with Facebook Gaming is the ability, like the findability, if that makes any amount of sense. Like allowing people to go and actually find you through directory, much like, Twitch and Kick have, where you can go under a game title and actually look and see what is live and have a live streaming tab that you can like actively go to. Facebook doesn't have that. And that's another problem that I'd say YouTube has as well, as the ability to be found is really hard unless you are spotlighted, unless somebody randomly comes across you. It's hard to find live streams. And like I said, for the most part, I do pretty good on YouTube. Like a lot of times I have like 4, maybe 5 people watching, and I'm a small time guy. I'm a small fry. And I feel like that's really good, especially on a platform such as YouTube. Because YouTube's massive. But discoverability is the problem with these two. And like I said, the biggest problem was Microsoft trying to push their email on people and not allowing the ability to be used on the PlayStation or the Switch, which ultimately did them in. Kick offers streamers an unparalleled level of freedom to broadcast a diverse range of content, including gambling-related material without constant threat of potential bans. I can't speak today. Furthermore, a pivotal component of Kick's strategy lies in the ability to attract top-tier talent to the platform. And I'm telling you right now, as we continue down, I'm not going to read this whole thing, the revenue split for subscriptions for Kick is unparalleled. It's unheard of. Unheard of. 95.5. Like right here, if you take a look, right here, right? Here, let's take a look. I had to blow it up a little bit. Twitch is 50-50. And I hate how they word this, because they word this ultimately to be more like company focus. You all do the amazing work you do to create great content, engage with your audience, and grow communities with the support of your fans. On our side of partnership, we make continuous investments in the product and people that make that possible. When I was streaming on Twitch, it was hard for me. Discoverability was hard. I was there. I was streaming basically to me, myself, and I, where I made the jump over to YouTube, and like I said, I was able to grow. I was able to do a bunch of things because I feel like YouTube was the all-in-one platform. It allowed me shorts, which is basically their version of TikTok. It allows me to do videos like this so I can communicate with you guys, right? Another discoverability thing. And then on top of that, it allows me the ability to live stream and actually do stuff where you guys can come and hang out with me and interact with me live. Where Twitch is just straight live streaming, and people forget. You have Twitch clips that you can do, you have VODs. There's all kinds of stuff, but people forget about the VODs. People forget about the Twitch clips because you go to watch live like live events, you go there to watch the live streaming. And like I said, a 50-50 split, in my opinion, is not good because they tried to say that it had to do with like the streaming platform and the keeping the servers up and so on and so forth, and it costs money, which it does. But if people are creating free content for them to put out there, and all you do is you put it out there, and then on top of that, you're throwing the ads. And let me tell you, ads when it comes to the like Twitch, it's terrible, terrible. And then like I of course I googled it. It says right here I had to confirm, which I did, and that is Kick revenue splits 95.5 on the platform. So boom. The other thing I don't like, which we were talking about, is the fact that they're talking about, we invest in you, we do this, we do that. They make terrible decisions such as this one, which they announced back in June, where they were like, they ended up retracting it and backtracking hardcore, which was like your ads, like you couldn't have anything on the screen that's bigger than 3% because of like all the craziness. And like, what was it? Here, 3% ad logo on a 1080 stream is 332 pixels by 187 pixels. That's tiny. You're like, your streamers that you're taking the 50-50 split from, they're not going to be able to make any money off of that. And they retracted that rather quickly. So let's keep on moving. This approach has successfully enticed many streamers, including several of the top Twitch streamers, to sign deals with Kick. Which, let me tell you, they have. Like, here, XQC signed a $100 million deal with Kick, like, just a couple months ago. And then on top of that, here's, like, the top, I guess, 12. I don't even know why Ice Poseidon's on here. I think he's the biggest piece of dog shit there is. And I don't think he should have a platform. Like, I've watched some of his content, and he is a piece of shit. So I don't recommend Ice Poseidon. Corinna Kampf, Wes Cole, which I've never even heard of, Buddha, GM Haiku. There's a whole bunch of these guys. Like, I never even heard of Action Man until he went and he started streaming over on Kick. So I'm not going to lie, I have no idea who he is. Of course, Trainwrecks, Aiden Ross, Amaranth, XQC. So you got a bunch of people that jumped ship and went to Kick. And I mean, I don't blame them because they're talking. The other thing that I know Kick was talking about was if you were live, you were going to get paid minimum wage, which I don't know if they're actually going to go through with that, but they were offering potentially $16 an hour. Like I said, that's all hearsay. And that was announced back in June. So basically when Twitch was making all these terrible decisions. But in my opinion, I love, like, it's always going to be, Twitch versus Kick. and YouTube's just kind of out there because YouTube's a much bigger platform where a lot of people don't realize that there's actual live streaming availability on there. So at the end of the day, I feel like it's always going to come down to Twitch versus Kick and which one's going to come out on top. I feel like they both have their gives and takes, right? I feel like Twitch is much more stable. It's been around, it's tried and true. You're not going to get screwed over. Where Kick is the new kid on the block. They surprisingly haven't had any issues, but there's still the potential there. Like, what if they do fold like Mixer? Which I highly doubt they will, but you never know. Um, Let me know what you guys' thoughts are on this subject because, like, in my opinion, I would go with YouTube. But if I was forced between these two, I would go Kick because I feel like the discoverability, the availability, the potential for growth is much better on Kick right now than it is on Twitch. Because in order to like grow on Twitch, you have to be part of the good old boys crew. You have to be friends with people in order to grow. Just my opinion. I think the ability to grow is much better on Kick than it is on Twitch. But anyways, you guys, y'all take it easy. Have a great day. Bye.